So make sure you slice your apples really thin, okay? Even if they're a little bit, you know, not perfect like that, it doesn't matter. What matters is thinness, okay? So that's what we want to make this kind of pancake situation. So in here I have a 1/4 cup of flour, I have a teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, and probably like a tablespoon of sugar. And you don't even need that much. I just want a little sugar. The apples are sweet, so I just want a little sugar so that the pancake gets a little golden and caramelizes. Over here I have 1 egg, a 1/4 cup of oat milk, or whatever you know, milk or dairy milk that you want, non-dairy milk you want to use, a teaspoon of vanilla, and I think that's it in here. A teaspoon of vanilla, egg, oat milk. Okay, and I'm going to combine these, and that's going to be our batter. So beat your batter so that you don't have any lumps in it. Look at the texture's perfect. That's your batter. Okay. So you don't want any little lumpies. I don't have the lights on, it's the morning. I'm keeping it real, you guys, over here. I keep my lights dim in the morning. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take those apple slices that I showed you over here, and I'm gonna line the bottom of this skillet, which I'm gonna butter, with the apples. So let's show you, and then we're gonna pour the batter on top. And if it's like sizzling really high, just turn your heat down a little bit. You don't want it to be like so, you don't wanna burn your butter. I'm going to get a little bit of brown, which is already starting right there. This will make for like a really insanely delicious. So it's already starting to get a little brown. I'm going to take my thin apples and we're going to put them in like so. Okay, and then let me go get my batter. Okay, so now we've got a little sizzle there. I'm just gonna pour, I don't know if you guys can see. I'm just pouring. Now, I don't know how this is gonna come out. I really made up this recipe, you guys. I'm gonna pour my batter on top. I'm gonna kind of use all of it. It's gonna be like one big, giant pancake. Okay. I don't want to waste my batter, so let me get a little spatula. I don't waste food in my house. It's not what we do. It's kind of like making a clafouti if you've ever made one, which is basically pancake batter you put in the oven. Traditionally, it's cherries. All right, so we're gonna see. Now, my question is, how am I gonna flip this, right? We're gonna find out in a second. I might put a plate on top, flip it, and then put it back in on the other side. Let's see what I can do. Could I flip it in another pan? Shoot, I don't have a cast iron skillet here. Maybe I could finish it in my cast iron. Bring this over. Let's do that. Let's put a little more butter in here. I'm just gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, I think we're gonna be ready in a second. I actually just cleaned out my cast iron, just putting some butter. So what I learned in this experiment is make sure the pan is big enough for you to flip this. And I was gonna make it in the cast iron originally, but I didn't. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, it's worth the mess. It's always worth the mess. I'm going to show you in a second why. Let me show you this. Look. So now I'm cooking the other side.